microphone checker, microphone checker, microphone checker, microphone checker, microphone checker, microphone checker.
Yo, what up? This your man K Boogie, Mic Check Media. We going into definitely a great new series. Checking out the golden era, hip hop, the pioneers, baby. The new series we got going is Pioneers of Hip Hop, Diary of an MC. And first on deck is my brother, none other than Mr. Positive K, man. What's going on with you, baby?
Hey, what it look like? What it look like? What's going on here? What's happening?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, first off, we want to just say, take our hats off to you, man, on the great career that you still got going strong, man. We love the music. We just appreciate you, man. We definitely want to pay homage.
Hey, I really appreciate it. I thank everybody who stays tuned, who stays current with Pod K. I definitely walked away from things for a minute because I wasn't always in love with the music at one point in time. But I'm really engulfed in it once again. I really dig it. I always kept on performing. Business always sometimes got in the way of making good music, but I love it. I'm good to still feel good and look good, and still be able to jump on stage and run across and back and forth without losing my way.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt. Now, one of the things that we like to do, especially with the series, The Diary of an MC, is to kind of give, some of the young ones that are catching on, that are picking up some of the records and getting the replays and everything. Just kind of take us back to the mid '80s, man, when you first, jumped on, and what was your inspiration getting into the business for one?
I was born up in the Bronx, man, and most of my hip hop background comes from the boogie down, and I was big with the bug at an early age. My grandmother lived on 1880 Valentine Avenue, right across Echo Park, and that's where everybody used to, DJ and party and an MC. That's why I heard the young Busy Bee and the young Millie Bells and all them guys. I was too young to come out, but I heard them, and that's what kind of got me. And the whole culture of everything and the whole style. I was always fascinated, so I kept on going with it. But I started out in my first record was in 85 with Mike and Dave. They put out the Crash Crew. My first record was then, it was a compilation called Fast Money. I was the first song on side A. The first song on side B was I first met. His song was DJ Interview, and that gentleman was by the name of Rob Bates. That was his first record, my record, the first time we met each other. So that was the first start. I guess the history was being made right then.
Yeah, man.
And good time.
Man, no doubt. That's definitely history, man. So you got put on around the same time as Rob Bass and Easy Rock.
Yeah, same time. It's the exact same time, matter of fact.
Wow. Yeah, that's history right there. Now, one thing I did want to, make mention of was, the first one that I know of, correct me if I'm wrong, was the collabo you did with MC Light.
Nah, it was way before then. First song was produced by... Well, the first song was a Getting Paid record that was on Mike and Dave's label, the compilation with Rob Bass did his first record. I did my first record. That was the first song. The second song was a song called Quarter Grand Fam, which was on the First Priority label. It was released at the same time with Top Billing and Claim to Understand You, and it was Quarter Grand Fam, which was produced by Daddy at the Sonic. He was one of my first producers that molded me and showed me how to really work in the studio, how to use the microphone, and how to be a well-rounded artist. He was one of my first teachers in the game.
Oh yeah, man, that's definitely some history. But no, I guess I should have worded that a little different. I was making mention of the male MC and the female MC going back and forth.
Oh, it was definitely something I created. Never heard that before in rap music. I am the founder of that. That is what I have created. Definitely, that was the first song that was made. After that song was a song called Step Up Front, the Quarter Grand Fam record. There was a song called Step Up Front, which was used, if people listen, it was used by Tupac. It was one of Tupac's favorite records, and he used it to not get around. So when you hear the step up, step up, step up, step up, that's my record, Step Up Front, that Tupac used, that he liked immensely, So after that record, I wanted to do something because life was there, and I was like, I used to listen to a lot of Marvin Gaye at the time, and I was like, I want to do something that's different that's never been done before in rap. But that was always my thing. I always wanted to do something different. Somebody like it, I didn't like it, but they're gonna say, hey, I like that. That was just different. Who's that? That's Positive K. So I was trying to get something different, and I wanted to emulate the Tammy Terrell and the Marvin Gaye thing, and that's how I came up with I'm Not Having It.
Wow. Yeah, man. And that's one of the things that, was definitely unique with the Pioneers, man. Everybody brought something different to the table, brought something that was unique, and, just added their own flavor, man. And that's what, a lot of what's missing, out of the game today. And I know things evolve and things change, but just the basis of that to where everybody have their own identity, that's what made people fall in love with hip-hop in the beginning.
Exactly. And when you came too close to anybody else, you didn't like it yourself. You didn't want anybody to be similar. You didn't want to be similar to anybody. If somebody was going left, you wanted to go as far right as possible. You know what I'm saying? If you bumped into somebody going right, you came back left. You went straight. You avoided anything that was in your path. You got out of everybody's way. But these days, you got 6 Little Waynes, you got 3 Big Seans, you got 8 Beavers, you know what I'm saying? You got, 4 Nicki Minaj's. Everybody wants to be like somebody else because they figure if this person is successful with what they're doing, I can be successful with the same thing. And that was never my philosophy. That's not the school where I come from.
Yeah, man, no doubt. And, and that's the thing, man, and I think it's become more about money than actually for the love of hip-hop and music, man. And I guess they feel like if I can put out a record that sound like him, then it's going to catch on and I'm going to get put on the same way.
Well, that's what they figure. But just like that, when that person's career dies, then your career dies with it also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I've seen that, on with the game because when I seen people, when I hit my success, I've seen a bunch of positive games out there. It's like what Charlie Chaplin said. I got into a Charlie Chaplin contest and came in second. It's like how are people doing me better than me? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm like, wow, this guy's doing positive games better than positive games. I'm like, how does that happen? So it's funny and it's ridiculous, and then they'll walk around you and like they got an ego and arrogant being you.
Man.
so it's very funny. It's hilarious, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
It definitely is, man. And it's just a great way to, analyze it. And kind of bring it full circle for the people to kind of realize, the point that we're trying to drive home is not the fact that we're trying to, so-called hate on what's out now. It's just that, it's all about having your own identity, man. Like you said, when that career dies out, then you're going to go down with it because you sound just like them.
Well, I think it kind of started with Biggie Smalls a lot, because everybody was trying to steal the void of Biggie. But Biggie was, he was gone. He passed. He went on to the next life. And that's one thing. But I think people misinterpreted, well, hey, if I can get a career sounding like this guy, you can't do it to a person that's walking around and still trying to feed his family and he got his existence in his own career. So it's like, it got a little hilarious, like, people are walking around mad at each other when they sound like each other, and you're like no one the other guy. It just threw me for a loop. I really found it hilarious, and it's very comical. It's very funny if you look at it.
Oh yeah, it definitely is, man. And now, one of the things that I did want to talk about too, man, was your relationship with Grand Puba, man, Brand Nubian. I know you and Puba go way back, man, and those were some of my favorite joints, man, that you and Puba had, and the one that you on the record with Puba on the All For One album, as well on his own album.
Yeah, it was very funny, because me and Puba, we were like brothers, man, and I remember when he was back with the Masters of Ceremony and that situation had ended, he wanted to go on and do something else. I had went and I got to deal with Tommy Boy. I didn't sign it, but Dante Ross just got with Tommy Boy, and he wanted to sign me over that label when I had decided to leave First Priority. So I decided to go back to First Priority. He was like, Positive, I wanted to sign you, man. So I'm coming to Tommy Boy. And I was like, listen, you can't sign me. Why don't you sign my partner? So I brought Puba down there, and he wanted to sign Puba, but he didn't think Puba at that point in time was a solo artist. So Puba went to find some guys to make a group with. So he started taking some cassettes and listening to people, and we would hang out and listen to who was the best one. And what stood out was Derrick X. His name was Derrick X. That's the guy. His first name was Derrick X, and Lord Jamar was always Lord Jamar. And they had these songs. I remember Derrick X's song was called X Needs the Money is the first one. X Needs the Money is the next. That was that. It was over a James Brown beat. It was real funky. Jamal had this. He said real clever things that used to stand out. And he would say, "Hey man, that's dope right there." Yeah, that's dope right there. You know, he used to say some real slick rhymes, and now down to be them. But on the brand new album, that was the first album. That was the first song that was done. The Grand Pool and Positive record, and you know, they came in and started working with Pool and the rest was history, man. You know, and you know, I'm glad I was there to see the whole thing happen. You know, those guys are wonderful. They're great muscles. You know.
Oh yeah, man. And, you know, one of the greatest groups, man, to come out. You know, in my book as well. Definitely, man. And that's definitely a classic album, man. And just to hear.
Oh, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. I think they hit a vein that was wonderful, and I think they never really got a lot of the just due because a lot of bootleggers and stuff like that at that point in time.
Right.
And plus, not knowing how to break new groups and that, you know, on different levels. It was, you know, when radio wasn't playing a lot of rap music. It was great, man. You know, that's a great group, and it's going to stand the test of time. They were going to be great.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. Now, you know, just going back to yourself. Out of all of the records that you did, what would be your favorite one?
Man, you know, I guess you would say the biggest one. But I'm a real fan to my Step Up Front record, the one that Tupac liked. I really am crazy about that record. You know, I think it would have been a much bigger record at a different time. I think a lot of records I've done would have been much bigger at a different time. You know. I always came as a freestyle rapper, you know, MC, that was my thing. I got a man got so big that I think people kind of put it to a pop box, but, you know, at this point in time today, it's like, that's what everybody aims for, to be pop, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very funny. It's very funny how people, you know, like when Kane was coming up, they was like, Kane was trying to do the R&B thing to get radio, and they kind of alienated him for that, you know, but now, and you heard the Biggie Smalls and then the Tupac stuff, I mean, all that stuff was nothing but R&B, you know, and having, you know, like veteran singers sing on chorus and stuff like that, like she had Barry White and Patti LaBelle sing on songs and so forth. You know, people follow those things. It's so funny how people point the finger what they don't like in the beginning, but then wind up doing the same thing down the road. It's so funny to me. I'm like, wow, you know, this guy paved the way, and you ridicule him for that, but then you turn around and do the very thing he did to make successful artists. It's funny to me, you know. I'm like, wow, you know. But yeah, when in hindsight, you look back and you see these things and you see how things materialize.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And you know, Big Daddy Kane, just like yourself, man, were artists that were way ahead of the game, and you know, you saw things, and like you said, man, it's just unfortunate that people, you know, really alienated Kane for, you know, and then turn around and do the same thing, and that's just ironic that you mentioned that, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, man, because, you know, Kane, I guess a lot of people looked at Kane was like they heard Raw, and they wanted to, you know, keep getting that all the time. But I mean, this was a brother that's, you know, so talented and diverse, man. He can take it which way, and then with the lyricism, I mean, Kane is Kane.
Well, which is very critical and very crucial. You know, I mean, he took a big burden and a brunt of the criticism. You know what I'm saying? But if you look back now to this day, what he did with those records, he's the one who changed the whole game. You know, I mean, he changed the game with rappers. Well, he just wasn't rhyming in the chorus anymore. Now you got singing on it, you got production on it, you got arrangement on it, you got songs that, I mean, there wouldn't have been a Biggie Small out of Big Daddy Kane.
That's right.
You know, I mean, the album didn't have a success the way it was supposed to have, but he put the guideline out there for people to follow. And, you know, and then someone came along and they started getting good musicians. It wasn't samples anymore. They started playing the samples over. They started getting good people, good composers, and people got to get good songs that were written, great singers to sing these things, and this is what happened. But the handbook was written by Big Daddy Kane. You got to look at it and say and give them all praising that do. And people don't look at it. Now look at these award shows. I say, wow, look at what they're trying to do. You know, I just look at it and say, wow, this is totally funny. You know, they dress like they're underground and they're hip hop and all this stuff. It sounds like it's techno to me. I'm like, that's not hip hop. That's techno.
That's it.
You know, but hey, it is what it is, man. What can I say?
Man, hey, Positive K, you dropping gems, man. You're really dropping knowledge right now. Now, let's bring it full circle, man. Let's come to 2013. Let's talk about Positive K, you know, what you're doing now, and, you know, just kind of go from there.
Still performing, doing a lot of performing right now. to a city near everybody or a town near you. You can check me out on PositiveK.com, Positive K1 on Facebook, Positive K1 on Twitter, Positive K1 on Instagram. You can always catch up and see what I'm doing. Like I said, PositiveK.com. But I'm always on the show doing that. Right now, as a current good friend of mine, Greg Nice from Nice and Smooth, we decided to get together and do this album. We started a group, really, and the group is called Great Minds. That's the new name of what we're doing right now. My name will be PK Dollar. He will be known as capital N, period, capital I, period, N-I. And we got together to form the Great Minds. We got an album that's coming out in about top of September. And you're going to really enjoy that. People like hip-hop, they're going to enjoy the hip-hop. They're going to love to see it perform because he's one of the best performers I've seen on stage next to me. And I'm going to love the energy what we're both going to do. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself.
Man, you guys have joined together and formed the Super Friends, man, because that's two heavy hitters, man. Greg N.I. I see where he pulled that N.I. from, you know, and then just to see you two.
And I'm going to say that, you know what, people don't realize that he is really a great producer. People haven't realized that he produced a lot of that stuff with Nice and Smooth. He produced a lot of songs, and he's a great producer and did a lot of the songs on the album. We got Premier, we got Bink on the album, we got DJ Scratch, the producer on the album. We got Vance Wright, did a song on the album. And Greg did a lot of stuff. We got Fat Cat that did a lot of stuff. It's incredible, man. We got some real good producers and some good songs that's going on right now.
Wow, you got to keep us in the loop on that one, man, and let us know when that's going to drop, because we definitely looking for that, man. You know, just
you will hear about it.
The production alone.
You'll be calling me back, believe me.
I'm gonna be hitting you for that, man. And you got to come to Atlanta, man. We got to get you here, man.
Not a problem.
We definitely got to get you here, man. You and Greg both, and just to, you know, I can't wait to hear the music, man. The final production, man, because you said, like you said,
I love the A. Matter of fact, he's somewhere down in Atlanta now. He just relocated, so he's in your area, so you will see us shortly.
Okay, well, hey, man, definitely, you know, we appreciate you taking the time out your busy schedule, man. I know you're busy to chop it up with us, man, and definitely drop some gems on the first series, man, for the pioneers of hip-hop, man, Diary of an MC. You know, I didn't say rap, I said MC. It's a difference between the two to me. So
I really appreciate that, man. That's an honor and a privilege to be called an MC. Thank you so very much for that.
No doubt, man. Hey, well, definitely we're going to be checking for the new joint with you and the brother from Nice and Smooth, man, Greg N.I., baby. Greg Nice. We're going to have to check that out, man. That's going to be going,
That's
man.
Right. Great minds will be coming to a town near you. The great minds will be coming to a town near you.
No doubt, baby. Hey, man, like I said, once again, you know, hats off to you, man. We going, you know, a great career. And just looking forward to more stuff from Positive K, man.
Hey, thank you so very much for having me. Mic check 1, mic check 2. I'm out, man.
No doubt, baby. Peace.